So that's basically what we want to see. We want to kind of go in there. We want to look at the house. We want to see what it's going to look like on a day-to-day basis for us to live in it now, what the simple repairs we can do, and then what our long-term goals and plan is going to be, and put kind of costing against that.
Can I pick up on a point you just made there, because it's such a big and important one, is the master plan. And it's really what you have to have in mind before you start spending any money on anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you can waste an awful lot of money doing little things if they're not part of the big picture.
Yeah.
Or in the wrong order.
And it's kind of transitioning that kind of, what do I have to do to be in it for the moment, and how long am I going to have to live with it like that, versus, you know, a big one is, say, floor coverings, right?
Mm.
You know, when you move into something that's pretty
dated,
old,
rustic.
you might want to,
rustic, dated,
undesirable.
Old.
You might want to take out the carpet, right? And then you're going to be left with a point of view, because carpet often is like, it's pretty gross by that point. So you're going to want to remove that. And then what do? Do you put cheap carpet back in? Is that carpet going to last you long term? Are you going to be able to renovate or extend or move around the house? And then what if you're putting something in temporary and that's a 5-year project or a 3-year, how's that going to work in the interim? So, you know, one of the things I've done in that situation is I've just gone, okay, well, I'm going to do the carpet in a year's time because I need to do a full renovation out the back, but I need to live in it in the interim. So I've just painted the floorboards just to give it a nice clean look. And it's kind of working out where that line, that tipping point of being able to live there, spending money on something that isn't part of the big picture, and kind of planning and making those adjustments on the way through.
I think, and I'd encourage all listeners to go back to our episode with Peter Mazier, the building inspector. Now, I keep saying this and I keep forgetting. Is it episode 14 or something like that, Megan?
Quick look.
And the reason that I refer back to that episode is because when I think I probably even talked about a property I bought that he did an inspection for me about the floor. I'll let you go back and listen to that story. But the thing is that when you're buying a property, you need to get a really good building inspector to go through to give you some really good advice as to how durable or how lasting or what the condition is of some of these aspects of the property, don't you? Because some you can keep. If you're really lucky, when you buy a property to renovate, and if it's just dated and old and it's been well maintained, you get to keep a lot of the original structure. Whereas if it hasn't, you're going to have to replace a lot of it.